let me show you easily the best very affordable flashlight smartwatch that you can currently get. And by best I really mean it, because on this channel in past months I have had over 10 different smartwatches with flashlight, and this completely destroys everything else. So inside the box first we actually get quite long manual over here, your magnetic charger cable, and also the watch itself. So the design of this watch also is very impressive, and we get fully metal top plate on this watch, so it looks very smart actually. So when it comes to overall design, yep, this looks absolutely fantastic. So also this probably is my favorite watch face on it, so you can see it definitely looks apart. And also the overall quality on this watch, including the strap, also is actually really decent. And when you wear this watch also it feels very pleasurable on your hand. As you see also the strap quality also, it's like very rubbery and basically very pleasant when you actually wear it. You see we have those magnetic basically charging pins on the bottom. Also the buckle quality also is actually like really decent. So yeah, also we actually have fully metal buttons on this watch, which also is very nice. And obviously this watch, basically the main feature obviously is the flashlight, and this flashlight is again the most powerful flashlight I have seen on any smartwatch. And the best part about this smartwatch actually is the price of it. Personally on AliExpress I paid less than $30 for this watch. When you actually consider what kind of features this watch has, it actually has GPS and again the world's most powerful flashlight on the smartwatch. It's absolutely ridiculous how cheap this thing is. So I'll leave basically the special link where you need to go to get this watch on AliExpress for the cheapest price. Also include extra coupons that you can use on AliExpress to bring the price down. So again, I paid actually a bit less than $30 for this watch, and yeah, definitely for the price really nothing actually comes close to this watch. And first let's check out the flashlight on this watch. So you see basically this side is filled up with 3 extremely powerful LED diodes essentially. So and to turn it on, simply swipe like this, and you see you can actually turn it on in different modes. So if I press this, I have the highest mode, and if I press this, so low mode. Also we have the SOS mode essentially, so where it blinks in SOS basically, and also this blinking mode. So when it comes to the runtime, I also have tested this. So on the highest mode it can last for roughly 2.5 hours, while on the lowest mode for roughly 10 hours. So I have actually let it basically drain fully, so I have had this watch for a few days. And again, when it comes to brightness, it's absolutely insane. And let's check out the brightness of the flashlight on this watch. As you see, the brightness is completely insane, and out of all these flashlight smartwatches I have tested on my channel, this has the best brightness. So I have like over 10 different this smartwatch, different kind of ones, basically with flashlight, and again this completely destroys everything I have tried so far. For example, over here I have the KT80 smartwatch, and this is the second brightest I have actually found basically out of all these watches. But when it comes to the brightness, this is even like 2 times brighter than this one. So again, this is first place and this is second place, and then all other ones do not even come close when it comes to the flashlight brightness. And this is the brightness outdoors, so you see it's complete darkness outdoors, and this again it can pretty much light up my whole yard. So see this house again like complete daylight. So it's absolutely ridiculous. We actually get this kind of crazy flashlight in a smartwatch. So it's absolutely crazy. So you can very easily walk somewhere with this watch at night and see everything very well. So yeah, when it comes to the brightness, really again this is the most powerful smartwatch when it comes to the flashlight brightness, and again nothing that I have tested actually comes even close to this brightness I have on this smartwatch. So completely ridiculous. When it comes to negatives for the flashlight, however, there is one thing. Basically on this watch we actually can't use buttons to turn on the flashlight. As you see, on this watch for example, I can press and hold this and the flashlight will turn on, and also I can turn it off. On this watch, however, we actually have to go in the screen, in this menu, and turn it on. So again, if you want to turn it off, we can't really turn it off quickly. Again, we have to go in the screen. to do that. So again, maybe not a negative for you, but again, for me personally, yeah, I prefer a watch where we can actually do that. But again, when it comes to brightness, again, this completely destroys everything else in the market. And when it comes to the overall build quality, this watch actually looks very, very well made. So it even has basic water protection as well. Oh, also this watch actually has got a microphone and speaker, so we can actually listen to music and make and answer calls as well. So we have a speaker here, and also it's very loud. So when you swipe like this, see basically if you basically get your watch wet or maybe go for a swim, so we can press this essentially. I hope you can hear. Basically the watch, basically plays this high sound basically to eject water from the speaker. So again, very cool feature. So in this menu we can also turn on the do not disturb mode, also like phone connection, GPS connection and stuff like that. So yep, by the way, this watch also has got GPS. So if we press this button over here, we can actually launch exercise, so which is very cool. So again, this quick button for exercise tracking. So let me actually show you what we have. So for GPS tracked, we have walking, running and cycling. So but we have more exercise where we do not use the GPS. So let me maybe scroll. And the like overall amount is basically absolutely crazy. So you see, you actually have various categories basically for the different sports, and so you can add them on the like quick list. As you see, like crazy different amounts of exercise that we can do. So I think there were over 100 different exercises. But again, only like cycling, running and walking basically can be tracked basically using GPS. Still actually really decent. By the way, also the GPS lock time also is actually fairly fast on this watch when I actually tested it. So I'm currently indoors, I do not think to lock on. But again, outdoors, when I actually like start the GPS, basically it maybe takes less than 10 seconds to lock on. So again, the GPS actually is very fast. Also, the heart rate sensor actually is real on this watch. For example, on some other Chinese watches, they simply put in some kind of LED diodes essentially to try to fool you that they have like real heart rate sensor, but this watch actually, after testing this, it actually has like a real heart rate sensor, which is absolutely awesome. By the way, obviously it's not as good as like a decent smartwatch such as maybe Samsung Galaxy Watch or Garmin or Apple Watch. So again, take this heart rate measurement with a bit of caution. It's not very advanced basically, but still it actually has that feature, so which obviously is very cool. So again, GPS actually works and is actually decent, so obviously you need to be outdoors for that stuff. If I swipe like this, I can actually get access to my tiles. For example, this is an activity tile where we can see our step count and other stuff essentially. So when it comes to step counter, I find this watch also absolutely amazing. For example, today I have worn basically my Samsung Galaxy Watch, which is probably the most accurate watch in the world when it comes to step counter. And as you see, basically there is only 10 step difference, and I have worn this watch today while doing household chores, walking around in short bursts, which usually is problematic with basically smartwatch. But you see, this pretty much is exactly the same as high-end Samsung Galaxy Watch. Also, for example, if we compare Garmin watch and Apple watches, then again, Samsung actually is more accurate than these like watches. Actually, for example, this Garmin Instinct 3 costs like $400, actually even more. In some versions, this also has flashlight, but again, the step counter actually is more accurate than on the Garmin. So it's completely crazy that this more than 10 times cheaper watch is actually more accurate than basically super high-end watches. Also, this watch also is more accurate than Apple Watch as well. So it's absolutely ridiculous how good the step counter is. So that was actually very good surprise for me. And also it's absolutely great that we can actually see our step count history straight on the watch. So we see for today and for yesterday, these are my steps. By the way, also yesterday I wore these watches again, basically for the same amount on my wrist, and again it was exactly the same really. So step count accuracy, it's absolutely crazy good on this watch. So again, out of all watches in the world, really, this really joins Samsung and Huawei, and again completely destroys Garmin or Apple Watch. So absolutely insane. let's check out the next tiles. So we also have weather. So you see we actually have very detailed like information and also forecast for the next days. As you see, absolutely brilliant. And then also we have the heart rate, so where you can measure it. Sleep tracking, this watch also has it. So I haven't tested this, so I generally do not care about sleep tracking, so I won't be able to comment how good it is. Also like stress tracking, so if you care about the stuff, okay, yeah, so it screams that I need to actually wear it to measure this. So SpO2 measurements as well. So yeah, and basically again, for like, yeah, basically if you compare this watch with other Chinese watches at even this price, again, most of them actually do not have like real sensors inside. But again, considering the price of this watch, we get GPS and actual heart rate sensor. It's absolutely ridiculous how good this watch is. So if we press this button over here, we can actually launch our ChatGPT assistant. So we can actually ask it some questions. Tell me some interesting facts about Siamese cats. Let's see how long it takes to respond. Let's see, it can detect, yeah, basically your voice. And let's send the prompt. By the way, there is one negative. It basically doesn't speak the response, so you can only like read it. But still, yeah, it's absolutely mind-blowing good. Also, obviously, we have to wait a bit. So let's see what it actually comes up with. So yeah, as you see, it actually works decently, and yeah, it's absolutely amazing we actually get on this watch. Obviously, your phone has to be in range, because yeah, it also connects to your phone to fetch this data. It doesn't have like internal SIM card, and again, I wish it was also able to speak basically, so instead of having to read this stuff. So I mean, it's absolutely ridiculously good. So then another negative basically on this watch is that to launch all our apps, again, there is no button on as some other watch. For example, if we press one of the buttons, it goes to the basically app list. On this watch, we simply have to swipe like this. By the way, also when you swipe like this, you can get access to your last used things. So you can, for example, quickly launch your timer. So, and yeah, basically, oh, by the way, also timer is able to run in the background, and yeah, it works fantastic, as well as stopwatch. So you simply press this and see, you can basically get your apps. By the way, I see in my camera, basically the display is actually blowing out. So also the brightness is actually very decent on this watch, so we can turn it down. Basically, maybe my camera will be better. Also, we actually have like this, so raise wrist to wake function, and we can change the menus and stuff like that. So also low power mode if you need, and various other things. So let's go back. Okay, this over here. So obviously we can also call from this watch. You see, we can dial actually, and when you press call, essentially it will actually try to like make a call basically through our phone, as you see. So let's cancel that. By the way, the speaker and microphone quality also is very decent on this watch, so you can actually very clearly talk with someone, and yeah, basically on the other end also no one has complained basically about the quality. Also, we can see our exercise records here as well. For example, let's check this, so you see what it can show you basically. So also these like heart rate zones. So in the phone app we can actually see our map where we have been. I will try to show you that later. So whether we check that. Oh, also we have notifications, so we can check like WhatsApp notifications. Also we have this camera shutter, so we can essentially take a picture remotely of our phone. Also like music player, so we can play music again on this watch. So again, the speaker is actually surprisingly decent. I actually wasn't expecting such speaker. Some like relaxation stuff. So yeah, yeah. that's some junk maybe, so no idea if it's any good. Also we can set actually multiple alarms here as well, timer, stopwatch. I showed you the timer, but see we have presets, and also we can make custom things over here. Cycle tracking if you are a woman, we can find our phone, and obviously a calculator as well. So yeah, calculator on the wrist. Yeah, absolutely freaking amazing. Oh, also we even have some games here as well, some kind of like Flappy Bird knockoff essentially. So I haven't actually tested this game, but yeah, basically it's some kind of Flappy Bird knockoff. Yeah, kind of cool. Okay, again the negative is that to access these apps again we have to, so it's faster on other phones, but again I'm just like saying a bit of niggles. Also this has got a compass as well, which is very cool, and also check this, we even have a barometer as well, and also altitude meter, so we actually have to calibrate it, I guess, so I haven't actually tested that. We can check all stocks as well if you set up on our phone calendar. Again, that like ChatGPT essentially. Oh, also we can create AI watch face as well. Crazy dog eating a bone. So you see, it actually works. And we have our new watch face. Maybe need to adjust the time, location, but yeah, very impressive. By the way, if you want to change your watch face, simply click and hold on the screen and then choose your watch face. So we actually have fairly decent watch face on this watch, and we can upload more from yeah, basically the phone app as well. By the way, I also find the system performance on this watch also very fast and fluid. As you see, everything loads pretty much instantly, and compared to other watches, again, this is way better. And let's finally check the phone app. So this is essentially what we see. For example, we can see our step count for the past days as well. Also, we have this activity meter as well. So basically how like active we have been. Also, if we press this thing, we can see for the past like week and stuff like that as well. So sleep tracking, if you track that, heart rate, oxygen, stress. Also can track your weight if you need that. Also we have various exercises that we can watch and basically train ourselves up. So yeah, basically so as you see, we can download this stuff, and then you'll be able to watch and basically explore how to basically train up. So again, none of these Chinese cheap watches actually have this stuff, so it's absolutely amazing. So also if we click this like workout, we can see our past workout history. Basically there we have the like records over here, so for the day or week or months, and as you see, basically we can see where we have been. I do not want to show you my location, so I won't show you in detail, but yeah, basically the GPS actually works, and you do not actually have to have your phone in range for this to work. So again, on like other watches claims that they have GPS, but you actually need your phone in range, so, and use the phone GPS. But this watch again actually has internal GPS, which obviously is very amazing. And if you swipe down, you can see your full like exercise stats essentially as well. And if we press this over here, we can actually get basically the control panel of our watch. Also, you can see your current battery level here. By the way, when it comes to the battery life, these watches can last for roughly 2 weeks, so on a single charge. So again, it's absolutely amazing, because again, we literally get as good step tracker as, for example, on Samsung Galaxy Watch. But for example, my Samsung Galaxy Watch only lasts like 1 day, so of decent usage. But this one, again, it can last you actually like 2 weeks. Of course, if you actually use your flashlight a lot, that obviously drains battery. But again, the flashlight runtime, as I mentioned again, on this minimum mode, which is still like insanely bright, is 10 hours. So when I tested that on this, the maximum mode, which is like insanely bright, like 2.5 hours. So again, the like internal battery capacity on this watch is, yeah, it's absolutely really good. So then we can also like download various watch faces over here. So if we click this, when it comes to the amount of watch faces, I think there must be over like 100. So maybe several hundred, I have no idea basically, but there are like crazy amount of different watch faces, and we can configure various other things, set like alarm directly from here. Also we can add our favorite contacts that we can call quickly from the watch. Also we can customize basically this lower button for any action, but not any action, so only these. So let me show you what we have. For example, we can't turn on the flashlight, so I think this is completely retarded function. Why they haven't added the option to actually turn on the flashlight using the button? So obviously the main feature of this watch is a flashlight, so it's completely stupid. Again, if they actually added like the ability to turn on the flashlight using the button quickly, I would give this watch like 10 out of 10, so it's easily very good watch. But again, so personally for me, not being able to turn on the flashlight using button, really I have to give it like 9 out of 10 solid for that. Basically other features on this watch are absolutely mind-blowingly good. So and yeah, that's basically it. So also we can customize basically and connect with these Google Fit, Strava, and yeah, so as you see, it's mega advanced watch actually. And overall, should you actually get this watch? Well, yep, I can highly recommend this watch. So out of all these flashlight smartwatches I have tested on this channel, this really is the most powerful. So if you basically check my past videos of other watches, then again, none of them actually has this kind of like good quality flashlight. Also the step counter, also on none of them are actually as good as on this one. So again, it's really the most powerful flashlight in the world, essentially on smartwatch. So again, I really haven't seen any other watch that actually could have like better like flashlight. So if you see any and you think it will have better flashlight, maybe write in comments and maybe we'll test that watch. But again, I do not think any watch in the world can actually beat the flashlight on this watch. Also, step counter obviously is the best in the world. So really, so yeah, it completely destroys everything else in the market. We actually get like real GPS, so also build quality, absolutely awesome. My camera actually has some problems focusing because it's getting actually too late and too dark over here. So yep, basically check the special links in description that will lead you to the absolute cheapest price where you can get this watch. So also I'll leave extra coupons that you can use on AliExpress to bring the price down even further. So I even saw some listings that where you can get this watch for like under like $30, so like $25 essentially. So, and considering what we actually get for this money, it's absolutely crazy good. So again, yeah, so flashlight best in the world, step counter best in the world, also decent build quality, like calls, microphone speakers, can listen to music. So also we can customize this button for any action as well. So yeah, absolutely amazing watch. And again, this will be the watch that I'm actually going to wear myself pretty much every day. Anyway, good luck.